Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just make sure that the sound is going fine and dandy. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if everything's working the way it should. All right, and we are live to whoever ends up coming over here today. This is solo board gaming night. Have a very, very heartfelt Merry Christmas. I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm actually gonna play a game of Warp's Edge, and while I'm playing, I'm pretty sure that the chat will start filling up. And once that happens, we can start having a chat later on. Now, I just finished receiving my copy of Warp's Edge Anomaly, and let me just double check. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the new changes. Now, this is a video that most people are gonna watch after the fact, and that's all right. But I'm gonna just start explaining the game as I start playing it. I'm not gonna show you the setup. Hopefully, you can watch another video that explains how that works. I'll just show you how things go. All right, we're gonna first start setting up the enemies arrival, and we're going to put up 4 different enemy cards. These are the enemies that I'm going to have to either stun or destroy so they don't hurt me after the round my turn is over. In this case, with the Anomaly expansion, it has, when this enemy attacks, gain 1 Anomaly token and add it directly to your bag. I'll explain what that Anomaly token is, but depending on how you get it, how you receive it, and how you use it, it's either going to be a good or bad thing. Like I said, I'll go explain the rules as it goes. When you first start the game, you get yourself 5 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull it out of the bag, and you start playing. The goal of this game is to destroy, in this particular mission, the whole entire enemy deck, to then be able to attack the actual mothership and hopefully destroy the mothership. I have 4 warps to be able to do it. Think of Live, Die, Repeat, or Groundhog's Day, in which you're going to repeat the cycle over and over again until you get it right or you die. One or the other. At the start of the game, you get to draw 2 skill cards and choose one. This card right here says choose 1 power token from the supply, which is over here, and remove it from the game. Prevent up to 3 damage this turn. This one's the Cleaner Bot Steve, and he says return 3 tokens from your discard to your bag. This is really useful because whenever we run out of tokens from the bag, a warp occurs and our day has to start over again. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Steve Bot as my skill that I'm going to use for the game. And the other skill is going to go to the bottom of the deck. So let's go and see what we have here. On the upper left and right hand corner of every enemy card, you're going to see the amount of damage you have to give, or the maneuver, which means you just maneuver your way and they end up crashing into an asteroid or another ship or whatever to destroy them. If you destroy them using lasers, this is the reward you'll receive. In this case, I'll receive 1 maneuver from the supply, adding it to the bag, making my bag stronger. On the reverse side here, if I were to use a maneuver to destroy the ship, I would earn 1 energy token, one energy token, which you're used to be able to purchase other more powerful and potent tokens, and add that to my bag instead. And that's how it is for each and every one of these ships. And in the bottom, it lets you know if I do not stun or destroy that ship, that enemy ship, that's the amount of damage I'm going to receive. I'll receive 2 if I don't stun them or destroy them. In this case, for this card, 1, 1, and 1. Okay? I can prevent them from damaging me by either damaging them with 1 laser or maneuvering them with 1 maneuver. When I do that, as long as I either damage them with the laser or use a maneuver against them, I stun them and they won't be able to hurt me. And just so you know, for reference sake, I'm using the Titan. And this one says in step 3, which I'll get to in a minute, of each turn, gain 1 token from the supply with the cost equal to or less than the amount of damage I received. I love that ship because even if I get hit, I'm going to be able to get something from it. And it serves 2 purposes. Not only do I make my bag stronger by getting more tokens added to my bag, I also get to get rid of my weaker tokens. So that's a nice way to get rid of the tokens that don't really help me that much. Hey, always fresh. Merry Christmas. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing really well, thank you. We're going to play a little bit of Warp's Edge with the Anomaly today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to right away start by giving 2 damage to Glitch over here. That's going to destroy Glitch immediately, and I will receive 1 maneuver from my supply, adding it to the bag. So my bag is slightly getting a little bit stronger right now. Let's see what happens. I get rid of this. This goes to the discard. I will... Let's see. I have 2 attack. I will go ahead and maneuver the intruder, which allows me to destroy the ship and receive 1 laser from the supply. This token gets discarded. We're moving along nicely. So far, nothing bad's happened. I have 1 money here, but it's not really going to do anything for me right now. And my ship's capable of holding up to 2 tokens for use at a later turn. So I'm just going to put that in my hold to use that later. And I'm going to go ahead and just stun these 2 ships right here so they don't hurt me. Now the enemy is going to come, and one by one, they're going to try to hurt me. But since I stunned them, nothing happened. Unfortunately, I still have... This one has 3 health. I only damaged it with 1 health. So we're just going to place that up there. Doesn't do anything to me. This one has 2 health. I damaged it 1 health, but I'm going to stun it and place it right here, showing that I stunned it. And that's it for this round. I'm going to go ahead, grab my little bag, add another 5 to my token pool. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go ahead, and the enemies are going to arrive again. And we're going to go all at it. The further I get along, the more enemies I destroy, the more dangerous they're going to become, harder to kill, and also they're going to hit me harder as well. I hope y'all been... I am freezing out here. It's really cold. I keep rubbing my hands together outside of the camera. You probably hear the heater going off in the background. That's because we had a terrible winter storm. Very bad winter storm. And it's really cold outside. But let's see. I'm going to try to keep warm tonight. And let's see what's going on here. I have, when this enemy attacks, gain 1 anomaly token and add it directly to your bag. Now, what I could do during this phase, I can grab a token from my anomaly bag right here and add it to my pool of tokens. It's going to be a good and bad thing, because when I add it that way, it gives me a positive effect. But when it gets discarded and later on during a warp, it's going to go ahead and bite me in the butt later on. So I want to be careful when and how I use it. And I don't think I really need it, at least now that I can't think of a reason why I would need it right now. So I'm not going to do that. But I will take my 1 money from my hold, and along with the other 2 that I have here, I want to go ahead and purchase a 3 laser and add that to my bag. That's a good one. That costs 3 energy to do. Let's see. Hey, NRGY, what's up, man? You can if you want. You'll be delayed, but yeah, you can. You can go ahead and do that. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate that you're all here. You know, this is a time of year, like right now, at this moment, I'm going to be alone for a couple of hours, and I get to go get my wife and kids back, and it's going to be all crazy when all of our family gets together. But in the meanwhile, I thought it'd be a really, really cool thing that if I just played a game, and since I'm playing a game, I might as well just talk with you guys. Why not, right? Just have some fun and enjoy a little bit of the Christmas feeling. I was going to put some Christmas music in the background. I don't want to get copyrighted. So, but welcome. Thank you for coming. Let's just have some fun and just hang out and talk. Anything. We're going to talk and play. I don't care. Whether I win or lose or even finish the game, I don't care. I just want to have fun. And I hope you guys are having a great time. All right, so let's see right here. I don't want to get an anomaly. I don't want him to put an anomaly on my bag. I don't want to maneuver. I don't know if I'm gonna stun him yet. Let's see. The Marauder is gonna hit me really hard, and I like what he gives me if I stun him. And actually, what I do want to do, I want to get rid of a few of my weaker tokens. So let's see, making rum and egg. Yeah, have fun with that. Always fresh. Let's see, is that the Dread? It is the Dread. And I'm just doing something slow right now because it's actually my first game playing with the Anomaly, and I don't want to get completely destroyed or decimated with the new one. So taking it slow, learning the new game mechanics, and see where we go from there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and play a little bit on the dangerous side. Let's go ahead and grab one of these Anomalies and see what happens, because I only have 3 maneuvers here and a laser. I could stun them all, but let's just see what happens. I just got, and you use the side A. When you take it yourself, you use the side A. The side B is for when after the warp occurs. But let's go ahead and read what happens with the side A. And I'm going to look for it right here, and it's this one. It's called Anomaly number 3. It says on the side A, gain 1 maneuver token from the supply and add it directly to your pool. That is actually not great, but not terrible. So I'm going to go ahead, put this on my discard because I used it. Grab 1 maneuver and place it directly on my pool. Let's just go let's do it exactly the way they say. Yeah, that expansion, it's new. I just got it. I got that, and I ordered Reckland Run, which is made by the same guy that made Warp's Edge. So I have really, really high expectations for Reckland Run. I'm not really huge on the post-apocalyptic theme, but I really am hoping that it turns out to be pretty decent, as long as it's semi-fun as much as this one is. I'd be happy. I'm not expecting greatness, but I really kind of have my hopes up. I think I'm gonna like it a lot, but let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead, and because I want what this card has to offer, I'm gonna go ahead and destroy it with 3 maneuvers. I'm gonna get a 2 laser, and I'm gonna get another maneuver. So I'm getting a lot of maneuvers here. Those 2 go in my bag. These 3 go in my discard. And like I said, even if I get hit, it's okay, because my ship, I could get rid of my weaker tokens that way. Although I do have to be careful. I can't play too dangerously. All right, let's see. With this one, I'm gonna want, I kind of don't care about any. You know what? I would rather get a 2. Let's stun this guy. Let's just. Oh, this guy's got. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it like this. We're gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Okay, we're gonna discard this, grab another maneuver. And that maneuver, we're going to add it to our bag. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Probably terrible things, but I'm just going to go with the flow. I went ahead and I added 2 here, which is actually enough to kill this guy right here. He's going to give me 1 energy to be able to pay for a card later on. That's going to go in my bag. This guy's out. So far, though, I'm doing some damage here, because I cleared out the enemy line pretty well. Yeah, I love these plastic tokens. You know, let's see. You can discard 2 cards to make it a success and draw another. Can you discard 2 cards to make it? Yeah, that's a Final Girl reference. I know what you're talking about. I played that game enough to know exactly what you're talking about. So since I was not able to destroy the Stalker, and I did not stun him, I'm gonna get hurt. So I'm gonna lose 1 point of my hull right there. But what I do get to do, I get to get rid of a cheaper token, which is what I'm going to do. This token gets completely taken away from the game, which is cool. I still have a lot of starter tokens I want to get rid of, and I really got to be careful with my haul. But let's move on and see what goes on from here. With that, then I'm going to go ahead and pull out 5 more tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. It's good. Well, we're going to do damage here. But now the enemy is going to come. So we're going to refill the enemy line. And still no red had come out. But it's coming. Let's see. Yeah, this is cool, NRGY. This is one of those solo only games that I always recommend to people. I really enjoy Warp's Edge. It's one of those games that ever since I bought it, I consistently find myself going back to it. And to me, that's a sign of a great game. The actual core box is a little light on content, although it's still plenty. But with the 2 expansions that have released for it now with the Anomaly, I really like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. All right, so this enemy cannot be attacked by value 1 lasers. Well, thankfully, I have a value 3 laser, and I will use it. So that one's going to get stunned. That one's dangerous. This enemy cannot be stunned by lasers, so I need to use maneuver against that one, which is fine. I'm going to do that because I do not want to take 3 points of damage. That would be a no-go. And let's see. I don't know, these names are funny. Papa. Let's see. This one I could either try to defeat it with money and get an E, which is what? Let's see what this E. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I like that. Do I like that power up? Let me see. It's entrap. Add 1 enemy next to an empty slot on the row. If there are no empty slots, you put it out to the side. And then you green a 1 value 2 laser from the supply and add it to that enemy. I'm not crazy for that. I'm really not crazy for that. So I don't think I really care about doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and just stun it with the maneuver. And finally, I'm going to stun this one with a laser. And this is the first warp. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my money inside of the hold. I can hold up to 2. And take it from there. So this guy took 3 hits. All right. He has a health of 6. Still got a while to go. This guy has a health of 3. But now he's taken 2 hits. He's still alive, though. This one has a maneuver health of 2, but I hit him with 1. And this one has a maneuver health of 3, and I hit him with 1. Now, unfortunately, I did not get to destroy anyone this round, and I only have 2 tokens left in my hand, in my bag. So what that means is that I'm going to grab all of the tokens that are in my discard. And that's where that anomaly is going to come to bite me in the butt. I just know it. I'm going to grab all the tokens that I've used, whether I've defeated the ships or not. The tokens in my hold stay with me. So I'm good with that. I'm going to give this a nice little shake, 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 shake. I'm going to go to the next warp. I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win. I grab all of the ships here. And I'm going to give them a little shuffle. Doing this on stream is like I'm doing it all nervous. Like I do it normal and I'm all good about it. Now it's like being nervous. Let's see. And I'm going to go ahead and place this right on top of the deck. Now there's going to be a mix of more advanced ships that could come out earlier than what they came out last time. Also, I get to choose another 2 skill cards, and I get to pick 1. So we have small black hole. I could activate this by using 2 maneuvers, and this would prevent all damage this turn. You know, that's good because as we saw when they came out, when the enemies came out on the line, there were some really powerful enemies, especially one I believe was 4 damage that he gave us. So this might be good. Hold on. Chris, hey! I know, you know what? I thought about Final Grow. The reason I didn't do Final Grow is because it takes a lot more space. You could see everything here. And I could talk and play with this one better, I think, than if I were to play with Final Grow. I have like a severe case of analysis paralysis when I'm playing Final Girl. I really get into it. Like, I'll put the Halloween theme in my head, or sometimes I actually put it on my phone, and I really get into it, but I take my time. So let's see. Good, but Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming. Let's see, right? All right, so I would have loved to play that, but I think you guys can see everything here, and I kind of like that. Our other option is called Memory Flash, and this one activates with 1 maneuver, and it says move up to 3 tokens from above targets to below them. These tokens count as if they were placed this turn. I like it, and it could be helpful if you feel that you're a little iffy with what's in your bag, but I really like the ability of me being able to prevent all damage this turn, just because I know there's some really heavy hitters that have already come out. I'm going to go ahead and grab the card I didn't choose and put it underneath the skill deck. We're going to go ahead and the enemy arrival is going to come. All the enemies are going to line up. Oh, look at that. Oh, here we go. A level 2 actually came out. You see what I mean? That one's damages me for 3. That's why I like this card. And finally, this card. Now, both of these, this enemy cannot be stunned by lasers, which is terrible if I don't get maneuvers. And this enemy cannot be attacked by any value less than any 1 value laser. So I need to have a 2 or a 3 laser to destroy this one. Oh, you know what? Always Fresh. I highly recommend. I highly recommend that you try Warp's Edge. This is a game that I don't even think twice to recommend it. I love it that much. I really do. I even think that it goes higher up. It will go higher up on my best favorite solo games of like personal list as the years go, because I just never get bored of it. I highly recommend it. Okay, so let's see. Now we're going to go ahead and draw 5 tokens. And I also like the plastic tokens as well. They feel better. I used to use the coin capsules, which worked really well, but I ended up getting this, and I like how they work. They feel a little bit lighter than the coin capsules. Now, since I pulled out an anomaly from the warp, after the warp, this turns to side B. Now I place this on my token pool, and what's going to happen, if I'm not mistaken, I have to use that before I use any other card that I own. I'm just going to double check. It says if you draw an anomaly token from your bag during step 4, add it to your pool with the B side up. When step 2 of the next turn begins, you must resolve the side B before taking any other actions, and then you go ahead and discard it once it's resolved. That is what's dangerous about getting these anomalies. They can be beneficial to you, but they can also really mess you up later on. Now, I can go ahead and do that one every turn. I could pull it out once, but I'm going to just keep it like this. Let's see what this does. Side B. It says, oh, there we go. Put it on it says, place this token below the enemy with the highest speed stat. That enemy cannot be stunned. Are you kidding me? That is not good. That enemy cannot be stunned this turn. Draw 1 token from your bag and add it to your pool. Oh no. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 from my bag and put it in my pool. Now it says highest speed. I never noticed anything about speed. It says added to the highest speed. Highest speed wouldn't be the leftmost, because that's the one that's going to attack first. What does that even mean? I have no idea what that means. Or does it mean this? I'm guessing it means this. I'm going to use that rule that use what's worst to you. Whatever's the worst outcome, that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm just going to use the speed as if it's the most dangerous one, which is the one that has three damage here. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully that was terrible. My goodness gracious. Like seriously, that was not good. Only because this guy's the strongest one, and he would have given me a power token. Oh, I don't think I like that power token. You know what? That might be all right. Let's go on and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and take out my money here, and with 2, I'm going to, because I think I'm going to get hurt, so let's try to get rid of some of these weaker ones. I'm going to go ahead and... Should I? No. What am I doing? Let's get a 2 laser. Let's get a 2 laser to do some heavy damage, a little heavier damage. And add it to our bag. Oh, I can't. Alright, you know what? I cannot stun him using maneuver, but I'll stun him using a laser. And it cannot be stunned by lasers. Are you kidding me? Oh. Alright. That's not fun, but that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how the game works. He can't be stunned by lasers or maneuver. I'm going to get hit 3 times no matter what I do. That is fun. That's a lot of fun. Oh boy, let's just flip this over here. Because he can't be stunned, but at least this guy can be stunned. And it says, this enemy cannot be attacked by value 1 laser. Luckily, I have a value 2 laser. So that's better. At least that's a little bit of good news. This is going to hurt. You know what? It's going to hurt so much that I just realized he has a 3... I have to use 3 maneuvers to damage him. And I'm going to go ahead because I'll get hit 3 times with this enemy ship. And these only have 1 value. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw all of my maneuver here to destroy him. I played Lord of the Rings Anniversary Edition board game and lost the old-fashioned game halfway through. Yeah, you know, I don't mind losing as long as I'm having fun with the game. I kind of like feeling that drop in the pit of your stomach when you feel that everything's going well and then everything just goes completely terrible. I kind of like that feeling. It's kind of funny to me. I actually have my wife, I kind of know she's getting it for me because she asked me. She's getting me Nemesis Lockdown, and I really have a feeling that Nemesis Lockdown is going to be a really, really terrible game when it comes to defeating you really badly. So I'm going to go ahead and place all these tokens on my discard and get rid of this terrible, nasty guy. And I'm going to be able to pull 3 tokens from my bag. Now, that's a good thing, and I could put them directly in my pool, but remember... If I cannot, at any moment during the end of my turn, if I cannot draw at least 5 tokens from here, I go through another warp. And right now, I'm not really doing that well, and I'm just being honest. You see, you have lost. You have to lose sometimes to make it emotionally rewarding when you finally... Yeah, you know, if you win all the time, that's one of the reasons I kind of got away from video games over the years, because it's literally you go up to a cliff, press A to jump. You go over here, this is how you solve this puzzle. And what I like about board games is just you and the table. And I know a lot of solo board gamers, what they end up doing is they're like, oh, I'm playing solo, I'm going to cheat. I don't do that. I just let the game, if it wants to destroy me, let it destroy me. But I rather play the way it's meant to be than make it artificially easier for myself. That's what I adore about board games. All the different types of ways you could play, win, and lose. Oh, it's good stuff. I really love it. So let's see over here. I want to go for a laser. So I'm going to... No, actually, I need to destroy some ships here. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy this ship using 1 maneuver. And it's going to give me 1 energy. I don't want to fill my deck with energy because it's going to become a weak deck. But that's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and use My 2 laser here. See, I'm going to get another energy. I don't want that. But I'll put it in my hull, if anything. And that one gets destroyed. This goes in my discard. That gets out. And I'm going to add the last laser here. So out of 6 health, I have knocked it down 3. It does not hit me, thankfully. But we're not doing great right now, to be honest. We're not doing that well. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I was gonna get one of the Nemesis games. I totally know storage. Yeah, the storage space is terrible. I need to get another shelf. They are huge. Nemesis is gonna be an intense but really rewarding experience. Chris, I agree with you. I am so excited. You have no idea how excited I am, because when I first got into this hobby, I had heard about Nemesis being like the aliens of board games, right? But when I looked into it to buy it, it was some crazy amount. I think it was going for over $400, because I guess that the Kickstarter had finally completed, and people started receiving their copies, but there were no more copies. So they were going on for insane prices online, and I was never going to be able to afford that or want to get that. But thankfully now, it actually was on a big sale. My wife was able to get it for me for under $100, brand new, with the stretch goal box. So I'm so excited. You have no idea. I'm really hyped for that game. I have really high hopes for it. So I have a much more heavy attack focused round coming up. This turn's going to be more attack focused. The enemies are coming, and oh, it's rough. Not too rough. Not as rough as the last one, but the enemies are definitely giving me a run for my money here. So let's see what happens. Yeah, no cheating. It's just take it, see what happens. Go with it. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put this money on my hold, because I could get, this is the one I don't like. I keep looking at it like I keep forgetting. I don't really care about that. And the enemies that I chose, because you choose enemies randomly by level, I don't like what they're giving me. They're not really being helpful. So yeah, it was a great deal. So let's go ahead, and I would have liked the reward for defeating with the maneuver, but I don't have any maneuver. Now I have all power. Now that I would like something else, I don't have it. That's just how the cookie crumbles. All right. You know what? Let's go and... should we try to beat this guy? Let's just stun everybody. We're going to stun oh, I cannot stun. This guy's going to hit me. And I don't have a maneuver. I'm going to get hit. Twice. I'm going to get hit 2 times. This is not looking good at all. But, alright. I'm going to get hit either way, because I either need to defeat this guy using money, or defeat this guy using maneuver. This is not looking good at all. Alright. This guy gets stunned. This guy gets stunned. This guy hits me for 2. 1, 2. I lost my hull, but since my special ability, I got hit for 2, is to be able to get a coin for a token from the supply of equal or lesser value. I'm gonna go ahead and get a 2 energy, a 2 laser, I mean, and throw it in there. And this guy got destroyed. I should have done that before I even did this, but that's alright. This guy got destroyed, and he's gonna give me... this guy cannot get hit. Do you guys remember what I did here? Let's see. Because he can't get hit with 1 lasers. Let's see, he's got 2, 2. Move my hand. I'm trying to see. This was like this. 2, 2, 2. I did not defeat him. I couldn't defeat him because he got hit with... he cannot get hit with 1 lasers. So I'm gonna unfortunately put this actually on my hold. This guy just gets stunned. So I'm not going to take any damage except for this guy, which I already took the damage and got my thing. But I didn't get rid of anyone. And that's not good because time's ticking, and I don't think I'm not going to have very many other rounds over here. I'm running out of time here. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1, 2 there. Now look, there are my maneuvers that I was looking for. Let's see. Blast the paint. You know what? Always fresh. I started painting. I'm still not done painting my Imperial Assault, and I had such a bad time with when I spray painted primer on it, and some of my stormtroopers got like little bumps everywhere. It was terrible. I got so sad, but I'm still painting them. I love the way they look. One day I'll show them off. Let's see. Solved with money. No, actually, nothing is solved with money. It makes you happy momentarily. Shadows of Brimstone. But we're left putting the minis together. You know, at first, when I first got into the hobby, I didn't play Shadow of Brimstone because I was afraid of that, of putting them together. Now I actually welcome it. I wouldn't mind. All right. Yeah, I have a ton of for that game. Yeah, you that game has a lot for it. So let's see what we could do with this. We're definitely gonna see how many tokens I have. I only have 2 tokens here, so if I don't do some damage here and start buying something worthwhile, I'm going to warp. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my my 2 tokens that I had on my hold back in my pool to see if I could do something about it. This guy takes 3 money to be able to defeat, and I have 3 money right now. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in my discard and defeat this guy and get an E. Oh, this is the token I don't like. Should I undo that? You know what? I'm going to commit. I did it. I'm going to commit and place it in my token. That's what I get for not paying attention. All right. Now I'm going to... I'm going to... I can't damage this guy with 1 lasers, but I can damage him with 2 or 3s. Wait. 2, 4. And I'll just use a 2 right here. That will damage him. And he will give me an O. Oh, this one's better. This one's better. I like this one. These go in my discard. I'm doing a little better this round. Do I have enough to... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 away. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be able to do it. I don't want to kill this guy because he'll make me take out tokens from my bag, and that'll definitely make me warp. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this guy. He's going to die. He's going to give me 1 maneuver. These 2 are going to go to my discard. And I'm actually going to hold my 3 laser. And I'm going to put 2 maneuvers on this, the Marauder. That Marauder is stunned. I get to draw from my bag 5, which thankfully I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The new lineup of enemies are going to arrive. And let's see what we have. When this enemy attacks, gain 1 anomaly token and add it directly to your bag. That is brutally terrible. That's terrible. And this one says, when this enemy attacks, gain 1 anomaly token and add it directly to your bag. Thank you. That's also terrible, especially since these 2... they're level 1, so you expect them to be a little bit easier, but... oof. Alright, and this guy's just gonna hit me for 3, and he's an adult. I could tell. Alright, so let's see. Let's see, I need to do something here. If I don't do anything, because I have nothing else here. Let's make some miracles happen, shall we? Let's go ahead and defeat the Marauder using the 3 maneuver. And that's going to give me a level 2 laser. And it's going to give me 1 maneuver. to put back in my bag. So all of this goes into my discard. My discard pile is looking pretty stacked right now. It's getting pretty big. Clear all the ships. Merry Christmas, Troy. Welcome. The Marauder gets taken out. And let's see what else we could do here. We need to stun this, because if these two attack us, we're going to get anomalies. You know what? Should we take an anomaly out to see if we could do one more? No. Let's see. Oh. Ouch. All right, let's see. Let's see. This guy adds something. What does he add again? I forgot. This guy is going to add entrapment. Add one enemy to an empty slot and put a 2 laser next to them. So I get a free 2 laser if I do it. You know what? No, wait, that's not what this does. I lie. This one's going to do 2 to anyone, and if I defeat them, it's going to be like if I shoot 1 laser to all of them, which is actually pretty good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to shoot this guy down. It counts as 2 lasers. Since I destroyed this guy using the 2 lasers, okay, I'm going to get a maneuver. And since I destroyed him using this one and this one act as if I hit him with 1 laser. However, I cannot stun this one because that one gets hit either by money or by using a maneuver. This guy's going to get stunned, and he's cool. But this guy's going to hurt me hard. Oh. But you know what? I have a lot of money. I'll stun him with money. And I'll just keep this one for later, because I don't want to... The anomalies, one side, if I choose an anomaly right now, it's going to be inside A. A is good, okay? So if I take this anomaly out of the bag, this is a positive benefit. However, once I use it, it goes into my discard. And when I draw it from my bag after a warp, the B side gets used. That's bad. It has one good benefit, but this one was bad. This one was really bad when it hit me. So it has good and bad. Good and bad things can happen to you with anomalies. So that's how that works. So let's see. I think that's it for now. This one was stunned just for 1. I'll leave that there so I remember. This one was hit with 2. Wait, do I even have enough? Oh, no. I don't have enough. So you know what? Rewind. I'm going to go ahead and use this because why not, right? I'm going to kill this guy, get him to 2. I forgot. Talking and doing this is actually hard for me. I'm learning. This gets discarded. And I'm going to go ahead and use this. We're going to grab 1 enemy from the deck. Okay, add him to the lineup. And what this is going to let me do is add a 2-cost energy laser from the supply and just add it to him. I want to double make sure that's what it does, which I'm pretty sure that's what it does. That's the only thing that this game, there's a lot of different things that can happen. Yeah, that's how it works. So thankfully, I get a free 2 level 2 laser, and he also gets stunned, so I don't have to worry about him. The bad thing is, if you want to look at him, he's got a 7 health. Things are not looking too well, but we're moving along. Let's see what you all are saying. I've got my hands on this. I gotta keep seeing this game. I keep seeing this. Hey, Maurice, what's up, man? Hope you've been well. Merry Christmas. Good to see you here. Troy says, anyway, I can see you oh no, I don't really do super chat. I just do this for fun. NRG, I see forever. Maurice, NRG already understands Anomaly. The coin capsules, yeah, they are 25 millimeters. So I see the NRGY does it. All right. Ordered them. I found it was okay for me. Yeah, the coin capsules work fine as well. Yeah, I did play Raiders of the North Sea. I saw those metal tokens. The other game that I have that has metal tokens is Dinosaur World, which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead, and that one gets hit there. This is done. And that gets hit here. But we don't have any more. We have 4, just shy of 1. So we have to grab all of our tokens. and we have to put them in our bag. We're on the last final 2 rounds. I'm just gonna kind of spoiler alert. I don't think I'm gonna make it. If I make it, it's gonna be a Hail Mary, and I'll be very excited. I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know what? I've seen miracles occur in board games. I've seen impossible die rolls become critical hits that have just absolutely changed the tide of a game. Anything can happen. Let's see. I was only 1 card away from defeating the whole entire enemy deck. And this, the Dread over here, the only way you could defeat the Dread or start causing damage to the Dread itself is if you get rid of the entire deck of enemies. That's the only way you can start attacking the Dread. The bad thing is, and the reason I think I'm going to lose is, if you've been seeing, I've been getting a lot of maneuver tokens and not many lasers. And if you look, the only way you could damage the Dread is by using lasers. That's not good. It's really rough. But let's see what we could do with what we have. Let's see. Okay. And that one, the Dread cannot be stunned by lasers, can only be stunned by maneuvers. This is going to be rough. Wait, the warp goes. I shake my bag. 2 more warps. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I've beaten the Dread. I've beaten a few of them, but the Dread is difficult to win. Let's see. It's a bigger of a table. Have you ever played Zaya? I haven't played Zaya yet. I have not. But you know what? You know which game is a real big table hog? Now that you mentioned that, I just played Clank Catacombs. It's actually right here off the table. I'll show it later. And that has to be one of the biggest table hogs I've ever seen. So much so that sometimes I don't want to explore because I'm afraid of going off the table. I'll talk about that in my review, but that one's a huge table hog. Your wife probably cracks up playing games with D. You know what it is, Chris? I'm kind of hyper. I'm like naturally hyper. And that's just how I am. I can't help it. And some people either love that or hate that about me. Sometimes people see my hyper and it's like, whoa, this guy's like really energetic. And some people have a lot of fun with me. I guess it depends. But like tomorrow for our Christmas party we're going to have with my family, oh, that's going to be crazy. It's going to be all sorts of fun. Yeah, I'm just hyper. I'm naturally hyper. And my younger one's like that too, which is funny. He's 15, but he's a lot like me. There's no campaign in this, Maurice. This is like the movie Edge of Tomorrow or Groundhog's Day, where you're going to keep repeating a day over and over again. In this case, you have 4 days to repeat the day over and over again to get big enough, good enough tokens to be able to defeat the mothership. It's a really cool game. Yeah, spoiler alert, here it is. Raise no campaign. I know exactly what you mean about exploring the table size. Yeah, I'm gonna actually talk about that, Troy, in my review. It was kind of shocking to me. I didn't expect that. So the enemy came out, 1 level 1, 3 level 2s. This one says when this enemy attacks, gain 1 anomaly, which is really kind of becoming terrifying to me. Like, I don't like the anomalies. I do, but I don't, because they could really mess you up. Although when I pull them out, they can help me. This one says the enemy cannot be attacked by level 1 lasers, and this one cannot be stunned by lasers. So let's keep on keeping on and see what happens. I don't want any more maneuvers. It's just, oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. I don't really want any more money either. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and let me do this one. This cannot be stunned by lasers, so I have to use a maneuver because I don't want to get hit by 3. And this one cannot be attacked by level 1, so level 2. This is terrible. If this one wasn't here, I would have just put this here and gotten a level 2, but it wasn't. So I can't do anything about it. And this one's going to go there. I was able to ward off the attack. None of them are going to hurt me. but at the same time, I didn't do anything that's going to be beneficial because nobody's leaving the lineup. And I just lost a whole entire turn. So let's go ahead and pull out 5 more. Yeah, you know what? Gloomhaven I heard was like that, but Jaws of the Lion is still a little bit of a table hog, but it's way better than that. It's way better than that. It still gives you the Gloomhaven experience without using like a block's worth of table space. A city block's worth of table space. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get my, and I've been forgetting to use my skill cards. I'm not even looking at them because I feel like I'm getting so attacked that I'm not really looking at it. Loop around says in step 4 of each turn, you may return the bag to the bag any number of the tokens you draw, then draw that number of tokens again. Oh, that's good. If I don't like what I got, I could just redraw. But then that would just make a future turn pointless. I don't know if I like that too much. Let's see. And this one's Fateful Lasers. Laser tokens you assign to targets this turn. Oh, I'm sorry. Count as double their value. This effect lasts until the... Yes, please. Yes, please. That will definitely help me. The one I didn't use goes underneath here. And let's see. You know what? This round, I'm actually going to use this one. I'm not going to do it yet, but using the token I have here on my hold, eventually, I'm going to use this one, which says return 3 tokens from your discard to the bag. I'm going to wait till I use big boys like this to return them back to my bag. That's going to be fun. I'm glad you like Bullet, Troy. Were you the one that I told you about the coin capsules? I think I remember having a conversation with you about that, but that was months ago. I may be wrong, so don't hold me to it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just. This one says when this enemy attacks, gain 1 anomaly. Don't want that. This enemy cannot be attacked by level 1 lasers. Give him a level 3. Enemy cannot be stunned by lasers. Give him a maneuver. Oh wait, this one's the one that if I destroy him with the level 2, it gives a level it gives 1 level of attack, 1 laser attack to everyone, which can probably be beneficial. No, not really. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would kill this guy. Yeah, it would. So this is gonna be worth 2. I kill this guy. Okay, I'm gonna get 1 maneuver. Okay, yeah, epiphany. That's called an epiphany. All right, so now, although this goes in my discard, this is worth 1 laser to everyone here. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6 with this laser right here. So this guy gets destroyed. That's a combo, people. I love that. Feels good. That feels good. All right, that goes in my bag. I got an O because that's what that gives me. And this guy, I hit him with 1, but he has... Wait a minute. I'm going to actually give him 2 lasers. It's going to destroy this guy. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to tell you why. I don't want to do that because this guy's going to make me pull three tokens out of my bag, but there's only going to be one guy left over here. You know what? It might be beneficial. This guy cannot be stunned by lasers. You know what? Get this guy out. I just don't like this guy. Boom. I'm going to put this in my hold. I'm going to put this in my hold. This guy's going to get... Oh, no. What did I say? I don't want it. I don't want to destroy this guy. But he doesn't get stunned by lasers. I have no other choice. I have no other choice because this guy hits me too hard. As you could see, I'm not doing that well. Where is this? This is like that. I'm not doing that well here. I cannot afford to get hit that hard. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 tokens out of my bag. Hey, Brews and Board Games, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, such a tactics. That's a good one. And this is worth 1 laser. This is right here. I get 3 out of the bag. Oh, let's see if we could just destroy this last guy. Okay. This one was that power that I told you that it's an enemy entrapment. So with this one, an enemy comes out. I get to grab a level 2 laser and immediately stun him. Okay, so that was all right. That one worked out well. And let's see. Yeah, you know what? If I really played, chances are if I bought a game and I reviewed it, it's because I really wanted to play it, and I really every now and then I do get disappointed. And there are a few games that I did play this year that I'm gonna reserve for a special video. That it's not that I hate the games, but I was disappointed in them severely, and those will show up in a video early next year. So I actually don't review everything that I own. Sometimes if I feel that I'm just going to make a video just trashing the hell out of it, I don't do it. I just won't do it. I'll kind of just reserve judgment and just put it in a video that I was disappointed by. That's just my thing. This guy gets 2, but I can only stun him with money. Luckily for me, I had money in my hold, so I'm going to do that. And this guy is going to give me a headache. This guy is going to give me a headache. I'm going to put that, I'm going to leave that in my hold. I'm going to put 2 and 1 in my hold. That guy's going to, I might as well, right? Just to stun him so he doesn't, no, he's already stunned here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now. This, as long as I don't get hit, because they both hit me hard. So I'm going to go ahead and take out 5 coins. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. And now the enemy's gonna arrive. We have a level 1 and a level 3, which is gonna hit us really hard. It's gonna hit us really hard. So let's go ahead and see if we could do some damage here. Let me see how much I have. I have a couple more turns before I have to call it quits on the warp. We might do some damage on the Dread this turn. We'll see what happens. Let's see. I'm actually gonna put, and this might sound crazy, I'm gonna put the 2 maneuver here just to kill this guy. And the reason I want that is because this gives me a level 2 and a level 1 maneuver, a level 2 laser and a level 1 maneuver, which I get to put in my bag. That helps me a lot. That helps me a lot. And, oh, let's see. Do I have a heavy? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I do. All right. Now we have, this one gives me a W. What is the W? Ooh, I kind of like that one too, I believe. That's the maneuver one, right? Whirlwind causes 2 maneuvers when assigned to a level or 2 or 3. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a maneuver from that one. I'm going to go ahead and finish this guy off by paying 3 money. Okay, and that's going to give me an E. There's people walking on top. That's okay. I grab that E, and I'm going to put it in my bag. Let's see here. I have my final maneuver, which I'm just going to use on this guy. I don't want money though, right? It wouldn't be smart to use my money right now. But what I actually want to do, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this guy. This goes away. This goes away. I destroy this guy. He's going to give me 1 money. I'm going to take this out of my hold and put it here. That gives me 2, 4, 5 damage out of 7. Working my way up. Not fully out of the loop yet. But 4. Let's see. I am going to not do anything else right now. That's it. So I'm going to grab 5 tokens. I keep second guessing myself. It's not going to end well. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Chris, I think you'll love, because I remember you telling me you like dice chuckers, and that's a good mix. Final Girl is a good mix of dice chucker and card management. Card play. I love it. Your hand management, the card play, such a good game. I really think you're gonna like that Final Girl. 1, 2. This one says when this enemy attacks, gain 1 anomaly token. Man, those anomaly tokens. Which, now that I remember, there's gonna be 1 in here. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for an anomaly token. Because we're coming towards the stretch here. And one or two things going to happen. Either I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. Remember, when I use an anomaly token, when I choose to take it out of the bag, I use side A. In this case, this one is Anomaly 1, which reads, on side A, gain 1 value 2 laser token from the supply and add it directly to your pool. This goes to my discard, because I already used it, and it says 1 value level 2 laser, and it goes directly to my pool. That's actually useful because these guys hit hard, and there's a lot of attack going on here. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 will destroy this guy. So all this goes to my discard, and I earn a W, which is good. This is a maneuver. This is worth 2 maneuver on any level 2 or 3 enemy, which is really good. I really like that one. That could be very helpful. It can take me out of a tight spot. Especially now since although, look, there's no level 2 or 3s out. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to kill these guys, I think, right now. Let's see. I'm going to kill this guy. No. Let's get rid of this guy with the maneuver, and I'm gonna get 1 laser for that, put it in my bag, and I'm gonna go ahead, I don't want any more money, so I'm gonna go 2, 3 to get rid of this guy, and I get a level 2. I've just bought my last level 2 laser that went in the bag. I cannot get level 2 lasers anymore. Let's see. This goes in the discard. This guy gets hit here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my hold for now. Nothing happens. I'm going to draw 5. Mix this up really well. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's my luck. Exactly my luck. I ended up pulling out an anomaly. And this one goes side B. Let's see what side B does. It says right here. It says, place this token below the enemy with the highest speed stat. Oh, you know what? I didn't do my enemy arrival. There, enemy arrival. Place this token with the enemy with the highest speed stack, which I'm using as the amount of hits here. That enemy cannot be stunned this turn. Draw 1 token from the your bag, and add it to the pool. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one cannot be stunned? Ouch. Let's make it this. Oh, no. I have 2 maneuver. He won't be able to be stunned. I'm going to get hit right now. Like, really bad. I'm going to get hit really bad right now. It's going to get close to the end of the game here. It doesn't really matter. Because he can't be stunned. I'm going to get hurt here. Alright. You know what? Let's be smart about it. Why did I not even think about that before? Oh, wait. No, it has to be the faster one. Crap. Alright. I just got stunned. I just got hit really hard. I'm going to go ahead and stun this guy so I don't get hit with 6. I'm about to die. I'm going to remove these 2. And what I could do here, I could spend 1 token to add 2 health to my hull. So I'm just going to actually spend 1. Like that. I was able to heal 2 from my hull because I'm about to get hit really hard here. And I'm going to go ahead and... This was a maneuver of 2. And this, I'm going to save this. This is, or save this one. Let's save this one. No, let's save this. No. Let's just kill him. Doesn't matter. Let's just kill him. We'll save this. We'll save this one. This is going to be 2. It kills him. I get 1 energy. Add it to my bag. This goes down to my discard. All these will be temporarily 1 laser hit, which will stun this guy with this. I'll stun this guy, but this guy's going to hit me. This guy's going to hit me for 3. 1, 2, 3. I get to buy a 3-level token from my supply here. Throw it in my bag. I'm going to get rid of 3 different tokens. I don't want money anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of my money because this. Because we're reaching the last and final whatchamacallit, this is done. Warp. And it's not looking good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we have no attack. Okay, some attack. So this is worth 2. This is 2 maneuver. I need 6. That would kill that, which I'm gonna do. Or get a level 3, which is what I want to do. I'm gonna kill this with the maneuver. All this goes into the discard, and I'm gonna get a level 3 maneuver and put it in the bag. See what happens here. Oh, let's see what's going on. All right, hey, take care, Brews and Board Games. I'm so sorry. I got caught up in what I was doing with the Anomaly, and I didn't pay attention. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enough games that Chris says, I have enough games that I borrow minis and components from one game to enhance the other. I've done that too. I also go on Etsy. Etsy has some really cool stuff. Merry Christmas and have fun with Santa. Smells bad. How do you mean? I guess something plastic smells bad. I'll tell you that Too Many Bones smells a little bad if you ask me. The cards have a weird smell to them. I bought Star Wars Risk and the board game smelled rotten. I believe you. You know, I heard someone say that it smelled like if a cat had peed on their board or something like that. That was a true thing that I had seen. I believe it. I believe it. You never know. Maybe it's in a factory and an animal gets in there and does something. You never know. Maybe, and it may be humidity as well. It could be lots of things. But yeah, I've heard of that and I've seen that. I've heard of it. I mean, so I'm gonna stun this guy so he doesn't hit me. Guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this away. Stun this guy with 2. Nothing's gonna happen with me. I'm gonna have to discard that because I didn't get to use it. I'm going to draw another 5. This is going to be the last one that I'm going to be able to play. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And look, with that, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this guy. This guy's going to... What is that again? I forgot. It's going to gain 1 power token of any... I want... Ooh, I like this one too. Let me see what I don't know which one I'm going to choose. But since I'm doing it live, use a skill. No, let's go ahead and use this one. Because this could damage 2 adjacent targets and they count as 2 lasers, which is what I really like. I'm going to grab this one. Put this one here. And the next thing I'm going to do, I gain 3 health on my hull. That's actually really good. Thank you. Things are looking up again. A little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and discard this. Okay, now I get to attack the Dread. But this is the thing. It cannot get stunned by... Oh, my goodness. Game over right here. 2, 4, 6, almost. Almost game over right here. This does not get stunned by maneuvers, by lasers. It only gets stunned by maneuvers. And as I destroy one section, the subsequent sections get stronger. So I'll tell you what it says right here off the bat, so you don't see it. This mothership cannot be attacked or be once one section has been defeated, attacks from the remaining sections each deal 1 extra damage. Once 2 sections have been defeated, attacks from the remaining sections deal 2 extra damage instead. So now the Dread is getting really, really dangerous, but I'm going to try to go ahead and at least destroy one side of it so I don't get hurt. I don't want money, but I do want this, which is a 3 laser. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3, 5, 7. It's going to destroy this. I'm going to get a 3 laser, throw it in there. This gets discarded. And I have a 2, which I'm going to actually put here. Okay. Ouch. And let's see what happens. So it's going to hit me for 2. 1, 2. It's going to hit me for 2. It's actually going to hit me for 3 because it gets stronger since I defeated this one. So it brought me down to here. This one's another 3. 1, 2, 3. And I am almost dead. I am 2 hits away from complete and utter defeat. So let's see. Yeah, it's game over. Game over, man. I know that reference, Chris. Let's see. It was nice watching good old soul game, but time to work for some soulless company. Oh man, thanks Troy for stopping by. You have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. So, oh, I got hit for 6. I can get 1 token of the highest value. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a 3, throw it in my bag, which doesn't matter much. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. This counts as 2 for each side. So 2 here and 2 here. So that's 4. Oh boy. 2, 5, 8. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This guy gets destroyed. 3, 6, 8. This guy gets destroyed. The 2 remains here. 2, 4. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that sucks. You'll see what I mean by that in a second. Oh no. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Okay. So I just attacked it for 2. This one's going to attack me for 3, which is going to actually kill me. But if you all remember what this token does, and remember, I cannot attack the Dread, and the Dread cannot attack me if there is a fleet of enemies here. And this power over here, what it does, it says, where is it? Where are you now that I'm looking for you? Add 1 enemy to the empty slot in the row. If there are no any, so I'm going to add 1 and oh, I can't. No, I'm dead. That was it wouldn't have made sense either now that I think about it. I'm just trying to survive, and I'm not going to survive. Boo-hoo. So I got 2, 4, 5. I was 1 away. I was 1 away from victory. But wait, did I get this? I didn't get this when I killed it, did I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Somebody in the chat remind me. Gain 1 token from the supply. It doesn't. I think I did do it. It's gonna go ahead and it's gonna attack me for 3. I have nothing to save me, and I was 1 laser attack away. No. I was trying to figure out a way if I could just like make the game work in my way. And oh, that kind of stinks so bad. I was literally one laser away. Oh, that's terrible luck. That is terrible luck, but you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. And I lost. But it was a lot of fun. I really like Warp's Edge. I'm not even mad. I'm not mad because it was close and it was a lot of fun. I can't help but just, I was just one away. That stinks so bad. But that's how it works, and that was it. That was it. That's Warp's Edge. That was so much fun. I like the new expansion. It's a risk reward. It's really what it is. If I wanted, I could have drawn another one, which is probably what I should have done. I probably would. $10 says I would have won if I would have drawn it. It's still gonna go down as a loss because I didn't do it. You know, I called the game before I did it. But let's see what I would have gotten. I would have gotten gain 1 2 value laser token from the supply and add it directly to your pool. Which I know I didn't have two. No way. I didn't have two either way. I know the anomaly would have killed me either way. Either way, I would have died. That's all right. That's all right. It was fun. The Dread had the advantage. I like the risk and reward at the end of the day. I think I should probably use it a little bit more and stop being so afraid of the side B, considering it would only come out 4 times in the game. But I had a lot of fun with. In hindsight, I think I like the risk reward of Anomaly a lot. I really do. I think it makes the game a little bit harder, but it can also turn the tides of the battle in your favor. So I liked it. It was fun. It was a fun way to play the game. So let's jump over to the comments and see what everybody has to say. You almost died with dignity. Yes. Yes. I almost won, but I almost died. Yeah. He's keeping us on the edge. I was like, no, maybe, no, wait, no. I'm like, wait, hold on, not yet. Giving us hope. Good effort. Thank you, NRGY. Woohoo! Excellent playthrough. Please, more live playthroughs. So much fun. Thank you so much, Chris. This has been a really, really great year when it comes to solo board gaming for me. Considering the humble beginnings in which it all started, if you all take a look at that one video where it started it all, I just talked about how I went from video games to board games to what this channel has turned out to be now. It has been such a huge change, and it's been so much fun, like just learning as I go along, because to be honest, I knew absolutely nothing about making YouTube channels or YouTube videos or whatnot, but it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I want to mention one thing because somebody had mentioned something about Table Hog, and I want to say something. Let's see if I can pull it out. Sorry if my sweater gets in the way. It's really cold, and I'm trying to stay all warm and snuggly. Clank Catacombs. I just picked this up. I played this game. I'm going to give you guys a little quick what I started. Yeah, I started with Clue. NRGY remembers. Yeah, I did. Talk about humble beginnings. I started looking for Clue, and it was sold out everywhere. So Clank Catacombs, I was able to, I've played a few games already. I've played it both solo, and I actually played it with my parents. I got my parents to play. Catacombs, Clank Catacomb, and my mom was freaking out. She's like, I'm too old for this. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna understand it. And my wife was trying to egg her on. No, you're gonna do all right. Keep going. You're gonna do all right. So it was my wife, myself, my mom, and my dad. And my dad had this attitude of well, let's see what happens. You know, I can't promise anything, but I'll try, which was a good attitude. My mom was more afraid. So I throw Clank and I start just explaining as we're playing, and they were saying they thought I did a well enough job explaining the game, but surprisingly, my parents caught the game. They understood it. They're a little older in age, but they were able to grasp the game mechanics and the game itself, and they ended up having my mom not so much. My mom was just kind of like she was like the Scrooge of the group. But she was enjoying it. She was just like complaining the whole entire time, you know? But at the end she was like, oh, that was fun. I was like, well, you complained the whole time. How was that fun? But she didn't have as much fun because she felt that it was too difficult. My dad loved it. But this was the thing with Catacombs, with Clank Catacombs, that I didn't like. See, I've originally played In Space, and I like that In Space has one board that's module. You could change it. There's three different sections which you could flip and mix and match and change, and it really changes the game up, and it does a really good job doing so. And I really like that because what you get and what you put on the table is what you get. However, with Clank Catacombs, you start with the starting tile. And from there, you start spreading out. Either you go north, south, east, west, wherever you decide to spread out. But what I noticed with that game is having the board in which it has your life markers and the dragon tracker, along with the market for the cards and the other things that you have to have out in the game, plus your cards. It was a table hog. And the problem was that as you expanded, it really started becoming a game of like, oh, wait, we have to expand. Let's shift things in the table. And I really didn't like it that much. I didn't like the fact that I felt that I was limited, not because of lack of exploration. Like I was able to explore wherever I wanted, but because I was able to, or we were able to explore wherever we wanted, it was limiting to what you have on your table. Like you have to have a huge table to be able to truly fully enjoy Clank Catacombs. And I love the idea, but that table hog is a mess. I don't think it was a good direction to take Clank Catacombs. I get what they were going for, that you could get a completely new experience, but for any of you out there that have played a procedurally generated video game, a dungeon crawler with a procedurally generated dungeon, you understand that, yeah, the rooms might have the door here and the stairs on this side, but at the end of the day, the rooms still look very much alike. That's what I felt Clank Catacombs had a problem. Yeah, there were some special unique tiles, but overall they were the same tile with different, okay, the market's going to be here. Oh, where you get the treasure's going to be on this side, and just flip-flopped around. And I thought it was a little bit of a missed opportunity. I like the game and it's fun. If you have the table space, I absolutely recommend it. It's a great game, but if you don't, I think Clank and Space kind of completely demolishes Catacombs. That was my little rant. I don't know why I decided to add it, but somebody mentioned something about table space while I was playing Warp's Edge, and I wanted to talk about it. I needed to get it off my chest. So let's see. I could never figure out. We never bought it on Amazon, but it worked out well. It was sold out everywhere. Clue was sold out absolutely everywhere during the pandemic. There was nowhere to find it. And Chris says, I've seen all your videos. You have a fresh and enthusiastic point of view, which enriches the board gaming community. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. Chris, I agree. His energy is awesome. He also keeps saying awesome. I can't stop saying awesome. I know, especially when something's awesome. All right. Hey, I keep waiting for your dice throne. Yeah, you know, I ended up getting sick. The video's done almost. There's a few things I need to record. Mainly what happens when I record a video, sometimes I rewatch it and I say, I want to add this, or I want to take this away, or I want to change this, because I want it to make sense while you're watching the review. I want to, whenever I'm explaining something, I want you to see it. I don't want you to see anything else but the board game and specifically what I'm talking about. And there were a few things in my video that I wanted to change, and then I ended up getting sick and all that. It was crazy. Cats and dogs living together, insanity. But it's coming. It's almost done. There's a few videos that are almost done. I have a video that talks about my favorite miniatures. I have a video that's going to talk about my favorite board game upgrades from Etsy, which is actually really cool. I found some really cool upgrades off of Etsy that I really want to share with everybody, because it really does benefit some games to have upgraded either tokens, or sometimes when it comes to terrain, or even stickers that could make meeples look much better. Like I really enjoy getting and some things off of Etsy's, and some things are really affordable. So I just want to. I have a video about that coming up, and yeah, I have a few things coming. I have another one that I'm the disappointing one, the most disappointing games of 2022, which I'm not too happy to make because kind of frustrated me more than anything. I hate having to spend money on a game that I at the end of the day didn't enjoy. But I kind of want to just give a heads up just in case there's someone else out there that wants to get a game that I bought that I found really disappointing, just so they could spend their money on something better. Maybe even a bigger game, or even just a smaller, better game, maybe. Who knows? Well, yeah, I have Chronicles of Crime, and I like it. And spoiler alert, I'm going to do what you just said. Remember, people say spoiler alert, following the spoiler? That's one of the games I'm a little bit disappointed by. And one of the reasons that I'm disappointed by, and I don't have Chronicles of Crime, I have Chronicles of Time. I think there's a difference there. Um, the thing is that I played a lot of Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney series on the DS, and because I've played that game, uh, I could compare it, and I could see how Chronicles of Time just doesn't live up to some of the mysteries are really good, but I feel like the finales, it's supposed to make you feel like oomph, like right now, the Dread. I was like, oh, and I got that feeling like I almost won. No, wait, no, oh, I lost. That feeling of excitement, that peak of enjoyment. I feel that that game never reaches the peak. You're doing a whole bunch of searching, you're doing a whole bunch of investigating and questioning, and it never reaches that peak. It kind of just goes off with a little poof, with a little whimper, instead of a bang. And I think that's the problem that I have with the Chronicle series. It's not terrible, and I would still recommend people play it if they're interested in it. I just found it disappointing. And I gotta be honest, because I mean, at least that game's not too expensive if you just get one. But I mean, it's still, you gotta be honest, because you already know that board games could be expensive if you're not careful. So yeah, that's what I feel. But yeah, yeah, and Chris says disappointing games give good reasons. Giving good reasons are helpful. Yeah, and I believe it or not, they're helpful for me too. I research games just like you all. It's just the thing with me. I've realized that I kind of know what type of board games I like, and if there's a board game that I know for a fact just doesn't interest me, I don't want to buy it because number one, it takes up a lot of board shelf space, and number two, I want to put something on my shelf that I want to play. It's as simple as that. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone thinking that. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to buy a board game and hate it and not play it. I would rather just buy it and enjoy it. Like Final Girl, wow, wow, what a game. When I got Final Girl, that really, oh, that Dice Throne Adventures, wow, what a game. Like, I really enjoyed it. The Loop is another little game that I keep popping out every now and then. I really enjoy The Loop a lot as well. The VR, I agree with your opinion. They're interesting, but not as much as I thought they would be. But heck, bought the entire series. So yeah, it's worth going through. It's definitely worth going through. Absolutely. And the VR option is not even in 3D, just 360. The thing is with VR, I actually have a VR headset. So I've played actual VR games, and I know for a fact that an iPhone game is not going to give me that VR effect. So I didn't buy that. I didn't jump into the hype train. Like I saw some reviewers hyping it up, and I was like, "What? I'm pretty sure it's going to be the way I think it is, and it's not fully VR." So just the fact that you mentioned that right now kind of just proved my point. And I'm glad you mentioned it actually, because I knew it wasn't going to be. I feel that it was a gimmick to get people excited to buy the game. That's what I think, to be honest with you. You want to give me a gimmick? Give me like Scooby Doo, where it has the cover that has a glow in the dark, a cover that looks cool. That's a cool little. I like that. It's not even a gimmick. It's just a novelty. Give me something like that that actually makes me smile. I don't know. That's how I feel. Yeah, I keep talking because I like Final Girl. Or games you play with people and have a bad gameplay, board game PTSD. I get rid of those bad and have a bad gameplay. What do you mean? Like bad gameplay because you played with a bad group, or because the game itself was bad? Because I have experienced both. I played more with a bad group. I played a game with what is it? Wonderland. Oh, what is it called? It's the Alice in Wonderland game. The name is slipping my mind, but Wonderland's War, I think it was called. And I played with this guy that was the biggest sore loser I have. I mean, it was so bad. He physically made the game annoying to play, because in that game you draw like these tokens out of a bag, and you go like this. You grab a token out of your bag, and so does the person in front of you. And depending the token that you have in your hand, it's either a higher number or a lower number than them. So every time you would beat the guy, he would have like a tantrum. He'd be like having a fit that he lost. I was like, come on, it's all right if you lose, move on, try again, just keep going. So I've had experiences with a bad game. Another one was when I played Star Wars Outer Rim, and nobody even cared to read the lore. And that's the type of game that you have to actually kind of get into the spirit of the game, and kind of just read the stories that are being told, and kind of enjoy it from that aspect. And that group didn't want to do that, and that really stunk. And then I just had bad experiences. I don't remember the name of the game, but the game was just boring, and everybody felt that it was boring. It was an area control game with armies, and it had a very similar mechanic in which you kind of reveal the coins that you want to either attack or hold on to territories or whatnot. And that was a very negative experience. And the bad thing about it, speaking of PTSD, is that it lasted like 4 hours. It was a 4-hour game, and it was not fun. That was terrible. Let's see. Like, some people get too competitive, and that's exactly what I mentioned about this guy. He was like a little gremlin. I from that point on, I saw him, and if he went that way, I went the complete opposite way, on the opposite side of the city, where I can't even breathe the same air he breathes. This is why I prefer solo games. What I like about solo games, NRGY, I don't know how old you are, but growing up, I used to love watching this show called Bobby's World. And it was about Bobby having this little boy having this wild imagination, and everything that he saw, he grabbed the most mundane thing in life and turned it into this huge situation. It was just like imagination on overload. And I kind of grew up kind of with that. Like when I read a book, or when I play board games, I like to envision what's going on. My imagination pictures what's happening on the board. And personally, that's why I like playing solo, because I could do that on my own, on my time. I could take my time and read a passage, however many passages I want to read, and just envision it and take my time. Like, suck it all in, just soak it all in. I love it. You say, Chris says, see, you understand. If it ruins the game for you, the board game, that's board game PTSD. Yeah, I believe. You're a little older. I'm probably older than you think. I'm going in my mid 40s. I just have I have a young sounding voice, people say. I love Bobby's World. Yeah, I love Bobby's World so much. So many. You know, Bobby's World, it's like, it brings so many nostalgic memories when I was a kid. Oh, those were so many those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. I used to just, I could still envision and picture vivid memories of my childhood watching that show. And when my kids were born growing up, I introduced them to it. My younger one really ended up liking it a lot. So many good times. Well, with that said, I want to say thank you to every single person that joined me on this stream. I really appreciate. I've never done a playthrough before live, so this was a first for me. It probably is all over the place. I probably was terrible. I don't know, but I had fun doing it. I always go on little tangents and talk about things when I should probably be playing, and it's harder to concentrate when you're recording. I learned that today, but it was still fun. I still liked it. This was a perfect game to do that. It was a first for me. I appreciate. Hey, thank you. I appreciate spending time with each and every one of you all. I want to say, please be safe out there. If you're gonna have fun, have fun. You only live once. Have as much fun as you can, but take care of yourselves. I want to be able to talk to you again in my comments because I enjoy doing that with each and every one of you guys. I really do. I sound like a broken record, but only because it's true. The types of conversations that we have, they're just so much fun just talking about games. I don't really have anybody that likes board games on my end, so having you guys, that makes it all worth it for me. So I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, take care of yourselves, have fun with your loved ones and your friends. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope that you and everyone else has a great game night. Take care. Bye, guys.